Hey class, I'm Mr. Thornton. You've got 9 days until May and I'm going to help you succeed in your GCSE. This lesson, study breaks. Firstly, before we do anything else, let's get one thing clear. You have to have done some work before you deserve a break. And be honest with yourself. You know whether or not you've been doing some work. So, don't even worry about taking a break until you have sat down and done some proper revision. A really important part of your brain when it comes to learning is this part, the hippocampus. In fact, you've actually got a pair of them either side of your brain, collectively known as hippocampi. Their job seems to be, and we're not 100% sure on this, but it seems to be related, at least in part, to sorting out information, to sorting short-term memories into long-term memories, and processing what goes where. Unfortunately, when you're studying really hard, each of these hippocampi can sometimes start to get a bit overwhelmed. It's a little bit like if you had a filing system and you kept dumping piles and piles of information on the desk of the person who was trying to file it. Eventually they just can't keep up and they start to make errors, they start to misfile things. So your memories can end up getting jumbled up and it can become difficult to learn something clearly if you don't give yourself and give your hippocampus an occasional break. Now there is a danger here that you end up rewarding yourself breaks far too often. I would say that you need to be doing a minimum of 30 minutes solid work. That's not including the 10 minutes when you find your pencil and wonder what you're going to write. I mean, once you actually get going, you should be looking at a minimum of 30 minutes. I'd say it's probably best if you're looking at between 30 and 60 minutes. But if you're in the flow, if you're really getting that particular thing which you're looking at, don't stop. Don't set a timer for yourself when it comes to how long you're spending revising a particular topic. Keep going until you find yourself lagging. Then you can wonder whether or not it's time for a break. As I said in the revision timetables video, these breaks should be 8 minutes long. Not 10 minutes, not 12. They can start to drift up alarmingly if you're going over that 8 minutes. So stick to 8 minutes and set yourself an alarm. If you're going to take that break anywhere where there's any other people, then when you walk into the room, you need to announce this is my 8-minute break, as well as having the alarm. They will help nag you and jostle you back into the room where you're doing your revision. During this time, you are taking your mind off that revision to give your brain a chance to catch up. So it's okay to do other things. It would be okay, for example, to be sending text messages or be on WhatsApp. It would be fine to watch a short YouTube video. It would be fine to go and get yourself a snack or get a drink or go to the toilet. You are probably not going to have time to do all of those things. So if you need the loo, you need to go to the loo in that 8 minutes, and whatever time you've got left is whatever time you've got left. You do not start the timer after you've come out of the loo. That 8 minutes is really important, so do stick to it. Feel free to be in touch with your friends or checking your email or having a look at Twitter, so long as you do not go over the 8 minutes, and that is why setting an alarm is really important. Lastly, you're probably working very hard at the moment. You may be a little bit tired, and if you're doing revision, which can sometimes of course be quite boring, you may find that you're starting to nod off a little bit. If you are doing, then during your break, I suggest you get a little bit of light exercise. It doesn't have to be anything particularly strenuous. A few push-ups or a few squats, or if it's a nice sunny day, go for a short walk to the end of the street and back. Remember, you only have 8 minutes in which to do this exercise though. Now as you do this, your heart's going to be beating just a little bit faster and you will be taking slightly deeper breaths, and that's going to make sure that more oxygenated blood gets to your brain. As it gets to your brain, it's going to wake you up more, and so you will be ready and raring to go when you sit down to do the next bit of revision. Remember, you are focusing on the revision, not on the break. The break is just something to give your brain a chance to catch up. I hope that video really helped you. If it did, it really helps my channel when you like, subscribe and share these videos. Let people know I'm going to succeed in my GCSE. All the links and info for this video are in the description, and please let me know what you thought in the comments or on Twitter at Mr. Thornton UK, or use the hashtag #SucceedInMyGCSE. There are loads more GCSE Science videos on my channel too. Here's another one which YouTube thinks you might find useful. You can click my picture just here to subscribe, click down there to check how well you understood with the Snap Quiz website and app, and you can click just here to get my revision guides. Good luck in your GCSEs everyone, and thanks very much for watching.